Hey everyone, it's your girl Lady Vintage Bags, your vintage designer handbag obsessed Aussie who loves a bargain. And today, it's not actually my vintage designer handbags we're talking about, but rather my middle sister's handbags. Now, she is one who does normally buy brand new from the store, but she does have a very small collection of some beautiful vintage designer handbags that actually I ended up picking for her. And I'll tell you which one's her favorite out of the three, and I'll tell you the purchase story and the prices of all of them. Now, the reason why I have her handbags with me today is because I offered to spar her vintage bags for her, and I was also in the process of making this custom strap with this bag because unfortunately we didn't get the strap. So I'm going to go through with you each bag in the order in which we acquired it, and I'm also going to show you some mod shots and a quick what fits. Starting with the first vintage designer handbag she ever got. Dun dun dun. So this is a vintage Gucci accessories collection, and this is a 2-in-1 clutch bag. So you can take the strap off and wear it as a beautiful clutch, or you can have the strap on and wear it as a handbag. Now, unfortunately with this one, we did not get the original strap. And this is one that we got for her as a family gift for her 40th birthday. So this is just a quick overview of the bag. And actually, this bag may look familiar because I just bought the brown monogram version for myself. So if you want to see more in-depth details of this bag, like the sizing, what fits, how much it weighs, I'm actually going to link the reveal and try on video for this one so you can see all those details in depth. But this is basically what it looks like from the front. Get one slip pocket here. That's the interior there. You can see I've got my stuff in there at the moment. And this is where the original strap would have looped under the flap. So it's got these loops to hold it here, and it would have gone through like a belt. This is the one on my one. A little price for a pretty good condition vintage Gucci bag. So this I got from a Japanese reseller in 2019, and this was 240 Australian dollars. So I thought that was a pretty reasonable price for a pretty good condition vintage Gucci bag. Now, this is from the Gucci accessories collection. Now, that was a collection that was made from 1979 to the mid-1980s. So I'm going to date this at approximately 1980s. And the piping and the corners are all still pretty good on this bag. So this is the mod shot of the bag. I love wearing this bag crossbody. You can also wear it on the shoulder. And because I've made this custom strap, she can now have the option of making this whatever length she wants. So if she wants to go short shoulder, long shoulder, she has that complete option. Now, to see what fits, this one can fit a decent amount because this is actually like 27 centimeters long and about 17 centimeters tall. So in this bag, I can get in a pouch, a big phone, even an extra little phone, a coin purse, a pen. Look, the pen can be like a lipstick or lip balm or whatever, and also keys. So this can definitely hold a decent amount. And when I sparred this bag, what I did was, and I'll leave all the links below, I used a baby wipe to wipe down the bag. Then I scrubbed the canvas with LA's Totally Awesome and a toothbrush. Then I applied Angelus acrylic finisher onto the leather trim. Thanks, Julie, for introducing me to this product. I've been using it heaps. And I also wanted to keep the original lining intact as much as possible. So I applied a layer of acrylic finisher to the inside of the lining, just so that it wouldn't further flake. It's editing here, me. Guys, if you actually want to know my entire method and what products I use to spar a Gucci bag, I'll actually leave my tutorial videos here. So I have this first video about how to spar the exterior of the bag and all the products I used. And then followed by that, I have a tutorial video on how I spar the interior of the vintage Gucci bags, including how to get rid of that peeling lining. And I'll leave that video here also. But that's basically the steps that I used here. Okay, this is the next vintage Gucci bag she got. Now, this one is actually her favorite because it's such an easy to use casual bag. This is also from the Gucci accessories collection. So also dated approximately 1980s. And this is a really easy throw around camera bag. And actually, I have the same bag. They're just from different years. So mine is not from the Gucci accessories collection, but hers is. But look, they look basically identical. But there are differences in the hardware. So this one we got for about 360 Australian dollars, and we got it from a Thai Instagram seller. Now that seller had already cleaned out the interior, so that saved us a lot of hassle. It was already ready to use. The flaking lining was gone. At the time, the Ophidia collection was being released. This was around 2019, and this was the perfect dupe, was to get the original collection for a much cheaper price. And you know how we are here, we love a bargain. So this bag I did spar for her. So there was some holes in the interior which I hand sewed closed. So the bottom had holes in the corner, so that's all closed up now on both corners. And additionally, the edge here near the zipper had holes, which I've now sewn up for her too. So the lining is all closed up again. The leather trim was starting to show a lot of wear and tear, including along here, and also particularly here at the ends of the strap and the chaps. There was a lot of wear and tear showing. So I applied a layer of acrylic finisher, and that kind of helped to just put a clear protective coat on there, and that helped to even out the coloring a little bit more. Now this front pocket actually has a textile lining, so that didn't need any acrylic finisher applied. And I'm actually waiting for some edge oil to come, so that, or edge coat to come, so that I can recoat the edge of the strap here, because that's starting to show wear and tear. So this one is a really nice casual bag. You can see here in the mod shots, and it does come with 1, 2, 3, 4 adjustment holes too. We're pretty short, so we wear it on the shortest hole. Now this one does have pretty good hardware in terms of the gold color. So you can see here there's the GG logo, and you can see here it's mixed metal. It's gold on the outside and silver on the inside, and a lot of the vintage Gucci bags are this mixed metal. So I also have the what fits here. You can fit a really decent amount. So you can see all the items that can fit there. So this is her very favorite vintage throw around bag. Actually, I think she wears this even more than her brand new bags. And the final vintage bag she collected, this is a vintage Bally of Switzerland. It's like a mini flap bag, like an alternative to the Chanel mini flap. So as you can see here, the chain links are also very similar to the Chanel, and the quilting is a little bit different to a Chanel. Now this is a turn lock, so it opens and closes like this. Now you guys know I've been collecting a lot of Bally of Switzerland bags myself, like the Kelly style bags, as you can see here. So I'll link all my vintage Bally bags down below. So as you can see, the hardware has a B for Bally of Switzerland. Now this one has got some silvering, and this we got from a Thai Instagram seller for about 200 Australian dollars. The quality of the leather is so nice and supple and soft. So this one, I didn't really do any sparring. I just used a baby wipe to wipe it down, and just leather conditioner and a microfiber cloth. That's it. I didn't want to put any coating or anything, because I didn't want to change the texture of the beautiful leather. Now this is the inside. Now sometimes on the pre-loved market the interior lining has degraded, but this one is still intact, and it's still really nice and soft actually. And same with the body of the bag, it's all still intact. So I didn't want to change anything there, so I just did very minimal sparring on this bag. Now this one is really small, so really all I could fit was like 2-3 things, like just a phone, just keys. So really, if you have a huge phone, it may not even fit. So very good alternative, very good affordable alternative to the Chanel mini flap if you don't want to pay thousands and thousands and thousands. So here is the mod shot of this one. So guys, let me know, what do you think of my sister's vintage designer handbag collection? Which one do you think would be your favorite out of the 3 of these if these were in your collection? Like I said, this one's my sister's favorite, but this is actually my favorite of her collection. Now if you guys want to know how to actually restore vintage Gucci bags, I'm going to leave my tutorial on how to restore the exterior here and how to restore the interior here. And don't forget, if you want to see the reveal and story time of this one, which is my version of this bag, I'm going to leave that video here.